The extinct lion of the Atlas Mountains against the savage crocodile of the Nile. Who wins a head-to-head fight between these two impressive creatures? G'day ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host here with another video, and today I'll be discussing a recommended battle. Two apex predators, one extinct and one still alive. The contenders of today's debate is the extinct Barbary Lion against the Nile Crocodile. Both are revered predators of Africa, but which of the two will come out on top? That's what I'll answer today. I would like to preface that since the Barbary Lion is extinct, we won't necessarily have stats for them, and hence I'll be using existing lions as a baseline. And also know you can pronounce it like Barbary, whatever. I'm just going to pronounce it how I do. Anyways, let's get into it. Size. The Barbary Lion is one of the largest and most robust lion subspecies. Adult male Barbary lions typically weigh between 200 to 250 kilograms, or 440 to 550 pounds. Although some individuals may have exceeded these weight ranges, the body length, excluding the tail of males, were between 2.7 to 3.3 meters, or 8.9 to 10.8 feet. Females were genuinely smaller, weighing between 140 to 180 kilos, or 310 to 410 pounds, and had a body length between 2.5 to 2.7 meters, or 8.2 to 8.9 feet. I would like to say that there is recent research that suggests that the lion was smaller in size than we once thought. However, in this battle, I'll be using the size that's much larger, just to make it more fair. The Nile crocodile is one of the largest crocodile species in the entire world. Adult males typically grow an average length of 13 to 16 feet, or 4 to 5 meters in length, although exceptional individuals can reach lengths of up to 20 feet, or 6 meters. Females are slightly smaller than this though. Adult male Nile crocodiles can weigh anywhere from 500 to 1,000 kilograms, or 1,100 to 2,200 pounds. Now, I will say that the crocodile easily gets size. It's longer and far heavier than the lion by multiple times. Although the lion might be a bit taller, there's no doubt the croc gets the first point. Strength. Being a species of the lion, this creature obviously packs a powerful swipe. Based on existing African lions, we can assume that they have a swiping strength above 1,400 pounds of force. As well as this, seeing as lions are able to pull and drag against wildebeest, zebras, buffaloes alike, we can determine their pulling force to be above 2,000 pounds. It's no wonder why these lions are thought to be a symbol of strength. Now in the other corner, Nile crocodiles are no joke when it comes to their strength. I mean, you have to be when your hunting strategy is leaping from the... However, I do believe that the crocodile clearly gets the strength. This is mainly because of just the massive size difference. Being that the crocodile is multiple times heavier and just longer, they obviously would pack much more muscle and hence strength into their body. I mean, durability. Now, it should come as no surprise that the battle-hardened king of the jungle is quite durable. It's able to sustain bites and swipes from others of its own species, which it does a lot, especially when competing for territory. They also have to sustain damage from hyenas, leopards, cheetahs, and also have to tank blows from zebras, wildebeest, and buffalo alike. Now, being a crocodilian, the Nile crocodile is obviously a durable animal. Is reinforced with osteoderms that act as a protective layer that shields the croc from most damage. With this, it's able to tank kicks, bites, scratches, almost anything from other animals of the savannah. Mix this with the incredible weight, and it's difficult for most to deliver serious harm to these crocs. Not only this, but their armor allows them to the next point, goes to the croc. Speed. Basing it off African lions, we can assume that they were fast predators. Their existing counterparts can reach speeds of 81 kilometers an hour, or 50 miles per hour. If we were using the larger models of the Barbary Lion, then I estimate we take off a bit of speed and round it to maybe 48 to 45 miles per hour. Clearly, this creature was fast. However, seeing how lions swim, we can just assume that they aren't that quick when swimming, where the crocodile will have the advantage. Meanwhile, Nile crocodiles have a solid speed considering their size. Now with my research with Nile crocodile speeds, they vary because who knows if they're using small individuals, but considering we're using a large individual for this battle, I estimate that they could probably run 10 miles per hour, which the lion clearly outclasses them in. Their true speed is viewed in the water, as they're able to swim between 19 to 20 miles per hour, or 30 to 35 kilometers per hour. Now obviously with this, I'm going to have to give a point to each animal, because the lion has the greater land speed, while the crocodile has the greater water speed, having an advantage in each environment. Point goes to both. Weaponry. Now, the Barbary Lion is fitted with only the best weapons, being solid from claws to teeth. Their claws often grew to around 3 inches in length, as well as their teeth growing the exact same. Their canines are vicious and brutal. Now, we can't continue with weaponry without talking about the lion's bite force. Now, over the years, it's been a debate where I see some articles saying 650 psi. However, with more recent studies, it is more likely that they're able to produce a bite force of around 950 psi. This is incredible, easily being able to break bones as well as slice right through flesh. Clearly, they are no joke. But how does this compare to the Nile Crocodile's jaws? Well, the Nile Crocodile is a predator with one of the most powerful weapons the natural kingdom has to offer. Their powerful jaws. They are set with teeth that can reach lengths of 6 inches. Imagine that, that's bloody intense. 6-inch teeth on those jaws? Now, of course, when we're talking about the Croc's jaws, we have to talk about what they're most known for. Their powerful bite force. Now, they can deliver a bite of up to 3,000 psi. Only coming second to the saltwater crocodile. Clearly that dwarfs the lion by over 3 times. Now, with this one, I think I'm going to have to give the weaponry to each creature. This is because the Nile Crocodile has the quality of weaponry with its jaws and powerful bite, but the lion does have the claws and teeth. So, I give it to each. Intelligence. Using existing lions as an example, there's no doubt the Barbary Lion was intelligent. They have to work together to take down prey that's much larger than they are. They are able to communicate with each other and coordinate their attacks perfectly. They have to navigate the territory and avoid other predators, as well as being able to adapt in their environment and find new sources of food when necessary. Now, Nile crocodiles aren't given as much credit for their intelligence, as they're able to hold their breath for a long time and perfectly remain hidden undetected for hours. They're able to communicate with each other with body language and sounds, as well as being able to adapt to their environment and find new food when necessary. Now, I think for this, there's not really much of an argument. When it comes to pure intelligence, mammals beat reptilians more times than not, so I'm going to have to give this one to the lion. Battle intelligence. Now, lions are built for battle, with their whole life surrounding it. Now, when you ask me, what do I think arguably has the best battle intelligence amongst the animals? I would argue the lion. Not only are they in one of the most dangerous environments that the world has to offer, but they're the apex predator, being capable of hunting almost anything in pride. Male lions may not hunt as often as the females, but they fight and protect their pride just as viciously as any other predator. This allowed Barbary lions to hunt almost anything on the savannah. Let's think about it. Nile crocodiles are powerful, but alone they aren't able to hunt creatures such as hippos, elephants, giraffes. But you know what does? Lions. And for this reason, lions have one of the greatest battle intelligence amongst any animal. Now, I know I just sort of dissed the crocodile just then by saying they can't hunt the largest animals that Africa has to offer, but still, they have an impressive battle intelligence, having to fight not only each other, but they do have to hunt the larger creatures, such as buffalo, zebras, wildebeest, which is still impressive. Not only this, but they do contest hippopotamuses for territory, as they overlap. So they do have some battle intelligence against the largest creatures in that regard. I would say the Nile crocodile has sort of an intense advantage over the Barbary lion, being the fact that they overlap with African lions, well, the current ones that are alive today, being that these lions are far more widespread than the Barbary lions ever were. But even with that being said, I would give battle intelligence to the Barbary lion. They get the point. Combat and skills. Lions are highly skilled predators known to be exceptional in their combat abilities. Being apex predators, they've evolved over millions of years to be efficient hunters and formidable fighters, fighting not only each other, but other predators such as hyenas. Although they're not like bears using wrestling techniques as advanced, they are amazing when it comes to fights, being skilled and knowing the exact weak spots of their opponent. On the other hand, crocs aren't as skilled when it comes to combat. Their main tactic is to burst from the water, grab their prey and drag him down. They also have the death roll, which hey, that is a very good skill, important for tearing off limbs and pieces of flesh. However, with that being said, lions are sort of just born into the fight, doing it a lot more often, so I would give them the point. Being that skill is more important to them, they get the point. Endurance. The Barbary lion would have a decent endurance. Like many of the big cats, they're able to sustain several injuries and survive. However, I will say they would struggle severely to hunt over a prolonged period of time with broken limbs or jaws. Unlike this, The Nile Crocodile are incredibly resilient creatures. They are able to endure a lot of different challenges and still thrive in the wild. Even if they're missing legs, pieces of their tail, significant portions of their jaw, they're still able to adapt and survive alone. And for this reason, I think there's no question the croc gets the point. Stamina. It should be to no surprise to anybody that the lions have gas tanks that can rival even the best cars. They're able to travel over 20 miles in a single day and are able to participate in combat that can last between a few minutes to up to an hour. They are built for combat and have stamina to put Atlas into question. On the other hand, Nile crocodiles aren't the most energy-filled animal. Although they have a burst of energy, they aren't able to sustain it over long periods of time. Certainly not hours, as the lactic acid buildup inside of them would end up game overing them. With this, they have the disadvantage in stamina and need to end a battle quickly. And for this reason, I would give the point to the lion. Winner. Alright, so we've got the points all tallied up, but now it's time to answer. Who would win? In a face-to-face fight between a large Nile crocodile and a large Barbary lion, the odds would heavily, and I mean heavily, favour the croc. Despite the lion's agility and prowess on land, in combination with its skill, it would still be at a significant disadvantage against the croc's immense size, powerful jaws, and heavily armoured body. Even without the element of surprise from an ambush, the crocodile's strong bite and ability to perform the death roll would pose a significant threat to the lion. Additionally, the crocodile's aquatic adaptations such as its strong tail and webbed feet would provide an edge even if the battle were to take place on land. Although the Barbary lion is a formidable predator, it lacks the specific adaptations to counter the unique strengths of a large croc. A large issue would stem from the fact that its claws would prove to be more or less useless against the crocodile's thick hide, and to get into enough range to use its jaws would certainly mean doom for the lion. In my opinion, this battle will go to the crocodile at a mid difficulty. The winner is the Nile crocodile. Thank you all for listening. If you all enjoyed, then don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you all later.